Many of the girls wore costumes representing things that have become synonymous with their state. Lobster from Maine, cowgirl and Indian outfits from the western states, baseball and football outfits from Chicago, New York, and LA. With these great costumes and gorgeous girls, it's going to be real tough choosing a winner. But then again, the bikini competition is coming up next. So...
Woo! All right! Hey, Shay, baby! Woo, mama! All right. Well, I'm going to have to just drift off here into the distance of this dressing room. We'll see you guys later. Right, here we are backstage, ready for the bathing suit contest, in case you couldn't tell. And this is Miss Kansas. Rebecca, are you nervous?
No, I'm not at all. It's
You're
great.
not?
No, it's
Have you done this before?
Well, I've done a different pageant. It was the Miss USA, and this is so much better. It's lots more fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
And why is
great.
that?
It was in March.
And why is it more fun?
Why is it more fun? It's so much more relaxed. It's not uptight. It's not catty. It's great.
It's not
fun.
catty?
It's not catty.
It's not catty? Well, you just haven't been with me long enough. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, the bathing suit competition is just about ready to begin. You are not going to believe this. If you're standing up, sit down. What did I tell you, huh? What did I tell you?
Contestants that win the United States Beauty Pageant will go on to the international competition during spring break in Daytona Beach, where they'll compete with the international winners from around the world, representing more than 40 countries. The one that wins the Miss Hawaiian Tropic International 1991 pageant will receive thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. There's the judges, me included. We're trying to make up our minds. As you can imagine, it's a real tough job. Of course, it wasn't so tough for me because I accept bribes. Just kidding, just kidding. Well, just in case you're finding all these girls in bikinis boring, we thought this would be a good time to tell you a little bit about our host, Church Street Station. Recognized as the 4th largest entertainment center in Central Florida, Church Street Station is known the world over for its 7 different theme bars that go from Dixieland to disco. We took over the Cheyenne Club, usually a hub for country and western shows. But not tonight, because tonight it's all Hawaiian Tropic. What a way to make a living, huh? Well, I've picked my favorite. Have you? Coming up, water skiing with Mastercraft's Sammy Duvall.
Firings and keep the heart in New York.
Mastercraft's world champion water skier, Sammy Duvall, takes us on a wild ride. And here's Christy Lesh, Miss Tulsa, Oklahoma, trying to learn how to do it barefoot. Hey, all right, Christy! Nice try. Now let's go back to the pros.
Hi, my name is Chris Buffington. I'm from Chicopee, Massachusetts, and we're here at Daytona Beach, and my favorite movie is Pretty Woman, and I'm here with bodybuilder Steve Hannenberry.
If I could be a movie star, I would say right now Arnold Schwarzenegger, because he'll always be back. When you're a star, you get to meet wonderful people, travel around the world, learn about different cultures, and you have an opportunity to contribute something to yourself, and I think, or to your community and to the charities that you believe in. And I think if I was a star, I would achieve the opportunity to just make all the dreams that I have come true.
I think it takes uniqueness and individuality and a lot of flexibility.
I also think it takes an ability to not sleep for long periods of time.
Some of the girls got to try a fantastic new form of water vehicle. Christy Lesh, who's riding this Sea-Doo, learned how much fun these things can be. It's easy to keep your balance, so she became an expert on her first try. Christy decided to use her Sea-Doo to go sightseeing along some of Daytona's famous waterways. And speaking of waterways, water is one of Florida's major resources, and there are more than 30,000 natural lakes in the state. Some of the other contestants joined in, and they rode off together and enjoyed the natural beauty and sights of the Florida coastal regions. Great job, Christy. Bye.
They say the definition of a celebrity is someone who's famous for being famous, which means absolutely diddly poo. You know, you don't get anywhere being a celebrity. You get somewhere by being good at your craft. Meryl Streep, Robert De Niro were first craftsmen at their job. Then they became stars and celebrities. You can't do it the other way around. It was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Kennywood Park, where I did my first public appearance, as it were, a kind of a show. I was 10, 11 years old, I guess, and I'd been working on the Serious Circus boat for quite a while, but very cosseted, you know, isolated on the set. And I went to do this personal appearance, and thousands of people showed up, and it was the first time I really was confronted with the audience and autographs, and it was a bit mind-boggling. It was difficult, and I don't recommend children getting in the business at all these days. That's real tough. It's very, very tough on a kid. I managed. My parents were quite good, and they took me out of the business for a while and tried to get me back to reality. But the damage was done, you know. I definitely didn't have a normal child. I'm okay. It was very difficult. I don't recommend it, you know.
It's very hard to define. The girls here are beautiful, but it's really in the eyes and the smile and the way they relate to you, both one-on-one and also on stage, the way they relate to the entire crowd and also to the judges.
Hi, my name's April Haddad. I'm from Pasadena, Texas. I won the contest in Pasadena and placed on Home Blues.
Hi, my name is Dana Marie Kerr. I'm from Monroe, Wisconsin. I was a photo entrant in this contest, but I was also first runner-up for the state of Wisconsin. And my favorite cartoon character is Bugs Bunny.
With the pressure of the final competition a day away, one of our contestants tried to find a different way into Daytona. Miss Raleigh, North Carolina, Amber Bogart, decided to go for her first skydive. Imagine falling thousands of feet through the air. Of course, Amber was safety belted to her instructor, but still, jumping out of a plane isn't your normal everyday experience. In fact, who'd want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Amber told us that she couldn't wait to see if that chute was going to open. So she waited. And, waited. Hi, Amber. Having a good time. Oh, you fool. And waited. And she waited and waited. Come on, Amber. Finally. Whew.
Now that we got you wants you to stay tuned.
Been in because they're so laid back and you can be yourself. You don't have to like put up with a bunch of hype and people acting like snots and stuff. We just have a great time. We party down, we make lots of friends, and we always keep in touch.
Exactly. We're all going to keep in touch and stay good friends even after the contest is over.
We've had a great time, and I do want to say that these are not the type of girls that are backstabbing, and you have to watch whether or not your suit will be sabotaged. And I've made some really great friends that I know I'll stay in touch with. So it has been a very positive experience. Whether it's competition or not, and nerves or not, it's still very positive. And I would suggest that anyone get the chance to do it, please come to Daytona.
Okay, tell us your favorite joke, quick.
My favorite joke is the one that you told me in the
Wait a minute.
In the car, and I can't repeat it because he's very dirty.
Tell us your favorite joke.
You, no.
My favorite joke? I can't tell it. You know.
Tell the joke. I know it.
Joke. I can't
Don't
say
leave
my
it, Shirley. We'll
joke.
bleep it out.
Oh, okay, so this isn't like, okay.
We'll bleep out the bad bits.
I have a funny, cute one. How come the little moron swam on his back? He didn't want the little fishy to get his worm. How do you catch a unique rabbit? You sneak up on it. Now, how do you catch a tame rabbit? You know how?
How?
The tame way. You sneak up on it.
I've had a really bad experience with attorneys, so I have two jokes that come to mind. The first one is, how do you stop an attorney from drowning? Take your foot off his head.
While the contestants waited backstage for the final competition, the crowd was being introduced to some of L.A. Gear's hottest, newest clothes. L.A. Gear is making waves with a sleek, sexy fit and the unique detailing they are famous for, as worn by the Hawaiian Tropic supermodels. These outfits are the latest in today's fashion. This is Wendy Mock in the black. And here is Sandy De Silva, the reigning Miss Hawaiian Tropic International, models a unique new jean suit. How's that for a fit?
Last words before you go out there to meet your final destiny.
We're going to have a great time. This is it. Then I win. Cheer me on.
Yeah! I'm excited.
Come on, Vogue.
Good luck, everybody.
Yes.
It's showtime. Can't wait till it's over.
Look out.
To all the guys in the Persian Gulf, we love you.
Oh, my God.
Finally, after a week of being in Daytona Beach, the girls made their way down the runway to the roar of the amphitheater's capacity crowd. Some of the girls had their own following, parents, supporters, and friends from their hometown, and new friends they had made during their stay in Daytona. way, this is the 7th year of the Miss Hawaiian Tropic events, which began in 1983 and have expanded into over 1,600 international and national preliminary contests annually. Around and around they went, energized by the cheering throng. They gave encore performances that the crowd never seemed to grow tired of. Let's just watch this incredible sight, shall we? The sun began to set. The judges were ready to mark their ballots and choose the 12 lucky finalists, each of whom will win the right to go on and compete in the Miss Hawaiian Tropic International 1991 pageant. And the one lucky lady who will win the universal screen test. But even at this late hour, the crowd cried out for one last go-around. Can you believe it? The lucky contestant who wins the internationals will become Hawaiian Tropic's top model and spokesperson and go home with a new Jeep Wrangler, Mastercraft water ski boat, a fabulous wardrobe, sports clothes from LA Gear, and diamond jewelry. Finally, the time had arrived to pick the winners. The contestants waited expectantly. First, Miss Congeniality was announced, Lori Davis. Then Kay Pineda, winner of the Miss Photogenic Prize. Then it was Ron Rice's turn as he took the microphone to announce the winners. And as fate had it, there was a tie. 13 girls were announced. Brenda Stanton from Wisconsin, born December 27th, 1968. Dana Gautier, Charlotte, North Carolina, born November 29th, 1964. Trisha Hahn, from Panama City Beach, Florida, born April the 3rd, 1969. Stacy Lay, Ocean City, Maryland, born December 3rd, 1966. Michelle Mayers from Palm Springs, born January the 23rd, 1969. Angela McMillan from Dallas, Texas, born February the 18th, 1966. Scarlett Scorvette from Michigan, born August the 25th, 1972. Donna Hutchins, Boca Raton, Florida, born December 11th, 1971. Rebecca Porter, Kansas, born August the 26th, 1968. Brooke Burke, from Arizona, born September the 8th, 1971. Bobby Phillips, from Palm Beach, Florida, born January the 29th, 1968. Amber Bogart, from Raleigh, North Carolina, born July 23rd, 1969. Darshell Stevens from Los Angeles, born February the 5th, 1971. And there they are, the 13 lucky finalists. And the luckiest one of all, Miss Lisa Madison from Long Island. She was the winner of the Universal Screen Test and has the opportunity to play a part in one of Universal's upcoming films. The Miss Hawaiian Tropic United States pageant has been brought to you by LA Gear. Catapult, it's not a shoe, it's a machine. Jeep, there's only one Jeep. Sea-Doo, like nothing on earth. And Mastercraft, nothing else even comes close. And Hawaiian Tropic, world-class sun care. Universal Studios Florida, the largest working movie studio outside Hollywood. Marriott, whenever you're in Daytona Beach, stay at the Marriott. Ground transportation provided by Superior Rent-A-Cars. And Gotcha, fashion sportswear for the beach and street. Face it, all of the contestants were beautiful, and more than one displayed the magic to become a star. But when it comes to winning, there's something else to keep in mind. Just a little bit of luck. This is Micky Dolenz saying, good night now.
This is
the MCI Heritage Classic, sponsored locally in part by Mercedes-Benz, engineered like no other car in the world.
Everything the Germans know about brewing beer can be summed up in one word: